and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name's Nick, and today's video we're going to do our first Halloween video. I'm super excited to show you what I got. Some of the stores that I'll be showing you items from are At Home, Joanns, Michael's, Home Goods, TJ Maxx, and Marshall's. So if that sounds good to you, just stay tuned. So the first store up is going to be Joanns, and I got a couple items from there, not a whole lot, but I did get a few things. So this is the first thing that I got. So I got this really awesome crescent moon skull type box. It was 40% off. Originally the price was $24.99. So that was one of the first things that I picked up from Joanns. Another item I just had to have was this ghost ornament. It's going to go on my Christmas tree for this year. We go to Salem every September, and I usually tend to pick up a few Halloween ornaments from there too. Last year I was not home for Christmas, so I was not able to put up any of my Halloween ornaments, but this year I have quite a few and I'm looking forward to putting them on the tree. And the very last item that I got from Joann's was this garden wind spinner. It's the bat one. I'll have to take it out of here and assemble it and put it in the yard and show you footage of that. I don't have a whole lot of outdoor decorations. The only thing we do for outside is a graveyard that we all take pictures in every October. But other than that, I don't have a whole lot for the yard and outside, and we love to garden, so our yard is really beautiful. I would like to incorporate some things outside other than the Halloween cemetery. So we'll see. Hopefully I can find some more things for outdoors. This thing is very cool. It was originally $34.99. I got this for 40% off as well. These were $9.99, and you may have already seen that I posted a short on my YouTube as well on this cauldron. There are lights in this cauldron. It's really cool. I'll put some footage of that, and you can also watch the short on my YouTube page as well. But this is going to be a really cool table piece. It is battery operated, which I love. Moving right along, our next store takes us to Marshall's. So as far as all the stores I visited, Marshall's is actually the last one that I've gone to. I've been to Home Goods and TJ Maxx a bunch of times already, but I only started going to Marshall's yesterday, and I stopped at 2 and I bought stuff from both Marshall's. The first item that I purchased from Marshall's was this really pretty witch with the raven. I thought she kind of looked like me, and since I'm doing practical magic theme this year, I just thought she kind of looked like Sally Owens, Sandra Bullock's character in the movie, and I thought this would be a really cool piece to display this year. I actually saw this originally at Home Goods the day before I found this one. And this part here was broken. I could see the wire, and her hand was kind of like, eh. And I was like, oh, I would totally buy that if it wasn't broken. I said, if I find it again, I'll have to pick her up. Tell me not, the next day I went into Marshall's and there were 3 of these. And I was like, all right. I looked at all of them to make sure there was no damage, and I ended up snagging her. But she was $9.99. So moving on to the next 2 items. I told myself I did not need any more blankets. And in fact, I really was like, don't buy any. But there were so many really awesome blankets this year. I feel like they really stepped up their game with the blankets this year. Let me know in the comments if you agree, but I feel like I have never seen as many awesome blankets as I have this year. So it was super tempting, and I was good for a little while, but I caved and ended up buying 2 in the same day, which is like crazy. But anyway, I bought this really fun, just awesome embodiment of Halloween. It's all the favorites. It's the jack-o'-lantern, it's the bats, it's the spiders, it's the candy corn. It's just, I'm not a huge orange person, but when I saw this blanket, $16.99 for both blankets that I'm going to show you, but this was the first one I bought. I love it. It's so soft, and in my opinion, if you're going to buy a blanket, unless it's like a really pretty decorative one that's not soft, like I do have a bat one that I love, but you really should get something cozy that you're going to hang out on the couch with, snuggle up with, and watch your favorite movie for Halloween. This was the second one that I got, and since it's practical magic themed, I thought like a really cool apothecary type blanket would be perfect. And I have a lot of like black type of decor, so this cream color with the black will go with pretty much anything in my house as far as like future decor goes, but for sure this year this is gonna fit right in. Our next store is Home Goods, and I did purchase a few items from Home Goods. I just want to say that like I'm probably gonna buy more, so there's probably gonna be another haul. I just wanted to get a head start on it so that I didn't have a bunch of stuff to film later on. And since it's already August 2nd, I thought I might show you guys what I've been purchasing from the stores out there. So, without further ado, Home Goods. I bought this really beautiful bat lantern. It lights up orange on the inside. I do really love it. Let me see if I can turn off the lights. Just to give you an idea of what that looks like. Really cool, really love this piece. Let's move on to the next one and put the light back on. Alright, so my next item I actually bought two of, but I'm only going to show you one because it's the same item. I collect these plates. I know a lot of people do. They're really beautiful. They're from England and they are $6.99. This one here is of the witch with her cauldron. It's really beautiful, and I ended up buying two of these. I have a bunch of Halloween dishes, dishware, cookware. I'm like literally obsessed with anything that I can put in the spooky kitchen or make things, make food, serve my guests with. I'm obsessed with that sort of thing because I do have a party every year. People do bring food to the party, and I love to have a well decked out tablescape. So I'm a sucker for anything like that. I'm actually looking for one of those coffin baking dishes. Hopefully I find one this year. That is like one of my main things that I'm looking for. So I'm still on the hunt for that item, as well as a few items too that are on my list, but I was able to score some of the items that I really wanted to find. That bat lantern and this plate being two of those items. And in the next store, you're gonna see two more of the items I really wanted to score that I was super excited that I found at the same time in the same day. But I do have like a little crazy story about how it all came to be, because it's not as easy as just going to the store and picking it up. Oh no, things happen. So we'll get right into that one. Our next store, and then we have one more that I actually forgot to include in the beginning of the video that I'm just going to stick here as well because I just bought them yesterday. So I will include them in this video, even though originally I did not say that I bought items from this place. I did forget about it, so I'll put that towards the end. But this was the next item that I really wanted. I am a member of a lot of the Halloween Facebook groups. I'm not really on Facebook too often, but it is really good to see items that are out there. A lot of the people in some of these groups will post photos of things that they're seeing while they're hunting, and of course it gives you like the idea of, oh, I love that, let me look for it, let me save that image, and let me ask an associate if they've seen it, which is kind of where this conversation is going. So basically, I had bought this item. I thought it was the right color, but I was wrong. So when I got home and I opened the box, I was super disappointed to see that it was silver glitter. I'm not huge into glitter. Maybe if it was black, it wouldn't have been a big deal. I may have not returned it, but the fact that it was silver, it really didn't sit well with me. So I ended up going back to the store, a different store, the one closest to my house, not where I was in the area that I originally bought this item at. So when I saw that it was silver, I was like, okay, let me just go to my local store and return it. Got in line, waited in line, got to the cashier, said, it really hurts me I'm really disappointed that I have to return this, but it's the wrong color. I said, I really wanted a black one. And tell me not, the cashier next to her was like, I think that's on the cart in the back. Let me go back there for you. So I did my return. I returned the silver one. I went back there and met the associate, and she pulled out two. She had an orange one and a purple one. And I was like, well, which one do you like? And she's like, purple. I said, purple's my favorite color. Let's go with the purple one. She was awesome. I didn't catch her name, but she was like it was like the highlight of my day. I told her, like, you really did make my day. Thank you so much. I thanked her about 5 times. I said, I think I can hug you. Like, I'm so happy. Like, I didn't, but I felt like I could. So I got this really cool black, purple flaming cauldron that's a diffuser. So I can put, like, my favorite essential oils in it. And it looks like flames, but it is a figment of your imagination. It looks like flames, but it is cool to the touch. And I thought this was so awesome. I've never seen anything like it. So this was like one of my favorite items that I had seen in someone's posts that I saved, that I had not yet seen in stores. Otherwise I would have snatched it up. But had I not seen her post, this person's post about getting this cauldron, I wouldn't have known to look for it. So I'm super happy I was able to find this item, and it was one of my items that I was really hoping to find. So super happy about this one. My mom had actually given me a gift card for my birthday in June, and some of the things that she bought me were clothes, and they weren't my style, or they just didn't fit right, so I returned some stuff. And I had like a $70 gift card. So I ended up using that gift card for Halloween stuff. So I think in the future, if anybody were to get me anything for my birthday, or even like for Christmas or whatever, I'd probably say like Home Goods, Marshalls, TJ Maxx. Like any of those cards work at any of the stores. So if you were to get it from Marshalls, Home Goods, or TJ Maxx, you can use it at any of those stores. So I used the gift card from my birthday for this purchase. I probably still would have ended up buying it, but it was nice to have a gift card for it because it was a little bit more of a pricier item that I've been buying. This is what it was. How awesome is that? It is a bubbling, misting cauldron. And I believe it changes color. There was like a QR code on it. I think, is it over here? Oh, where are you? Oh, right there. So if you're on your screen here and you want to scan that QR code to see the video of it before I can put some clips of this getting it working, you may do that. But it is really awesome. So that other cauldron, the purple flaming cauldron, was $16.99. And this one here, of course, they always put them on the bottom, $39.99 for this baby here. It is by Spooky Night, which I also think they made the Headless Horseman too. I think it's the same company. Alright, I've got one more store. Wasn't even going to include it, but I kind of want to talk about it, and I did buy 2 items from there. So we're going to move on to my local grocery store, which is Stop and Shop. They put out some of their Halloween stuff, and when I saw it, I was like, oh my god, I can't believe it. So I bought these items, and why I buy these items is because I collect them. I collect these items, and they are awesome. I feature them in a specific area in my house. I always buy a few, mostly from Stop and Shop because that's just where I tend to see the most of them, but I have seen them at Big Lots too. So if you don't have a Stop and Shop in your area and you have Big Lots, you can probably find them. Or if you're crafty, you can make these pretty easily. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what those are. So I collect these little skeletons in costumes, and they go on this little shelf. Like, it's like a high up shelf. It's like a little ledge. It's not like a wide shelf. It's like probably like this wide. And it goes like along like a part of the kitchen area, like the corner. Like it's like this side and then the fridge and then the stove. So like just a small L-shape ledge for shelving. And I love to sit these guys on the little ledge all the way across. Like, my goal is to completely fill up that whole shelf with these skeletons. So until I have enough to fill that area, I will keep buying these. So I bought these 2 this year. I don't have these. I do have a pirate, but he doesn't look like him. I don't have a bride, so I bought these. They were $4.99 a piece, I believe. I don't have the price on them, but I want to say they were $4.99 a piece. I don't know what they charge at Big Lots. I want to say they were more, but I'm not 100%. But these were the last items that I picked up. Super excited to grab all of the other spooky skeletons that I have in storage and display them up on the shelf with these new ones. And hopefully I can find some more, but 2 is also good. Happy to find anyone I can. Alright, so I almost forgot to include at home, the store at home, in this video. So I had to come back down and film this. So that is why it's at the end of the video and not somewhere like in the beginning. The first item from at home is this Southern Gothic incense burner set. And it also comes with what you see here. Very awesome. I loved this very much. $14.99. I cannot wait to open this and start using it. I wanted to wait for the video so I could film what it looks like, but I'm going to take it apart and put it together. I might do a short later on when I unbox all of these items and I'm starting to use them. I might put them all together in a short, so you might see that coming up, but in the video I'm probably just going to show you what I've shown you, and in the future I'll unbox everything, put things together, take cool videos of them and whatnot later on. The second item is this really awesome skull planter. This was $9.99. It has a stopper in the bottom. I love head planters of all sorts. I definitely have multiple skull ones. He's gonna fit right in. Super excited about getting him. The next item is very similar to that, where it is black and it has a skull. This is a vase. I plan on putting some really awesome flowers in here. Not just for Halloween, this is going to be a year-round piece for me. The skull planter will be a year-round piece for me as well. I've got a couple witchy pieces. Obviously, the year's theme is practical magic for the party this year. So I picked up 2 of these little cauldron tea light candle holders, $1.99 a piece. They're really awesome. They've just got these little skull and crossbones charms on them, which you can take off if you'd like it to just be plain. I did purchase 2 of those. I also purchased 2 of the following items: the little witch hats and the brooms. There's 2 of these. I'm thinking these are gonna go on my table with the food as tabletop decor. I think it'll really add to the practical magic element. Obviously there's 2 sisters. They have a scene where there's a bunch of brooms. There's a broom and a hat for each Joanns woman, which is Sally and Jillian. So I've got my practical magic hat and broom there. And last but not least, I was actually going to use this for a DIY, but then I decided to go with another option that I picked up. So I got him. He was $4.99. He's a little bit bigger than the one that I ended up deciding to use, but he will fit right into my decor as well, and you can never have enough skeletons. So that is it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in many more videos to come. I have so many things up my sleeve. Me and Mr. Skeleton are very excited to see you in an upcoming video. Thanks for clicking this. Thanks for watching it. If you like the channel, like the video, subscribe. It really helps me out. And hopefully I see you in the next one. Have a spooktacular day. I hope you're finding everything you're hunting for. And happy Halloween.
No! God, please, no!
There's a hat and a broom for each Sanderson sister. Sanderson. Oh my God, Joanns. But the first thing I got at home. Like, it sounds so funny. The first item that I picked up at home. Like, why would they name their store that? Sorry, I'm struggling. Oh my God.